Suyang unexpectedly travels to the world of film and television, time of flowing gold, starting from where the wind blows, shining she, the most foolish colors of human fireworks, just, the female characters in this film and television series seem to be somewhat different from what I remember. The contrast is a bit strong. Jiang Nansun. Ayang, do you want Jiojio from your second sister? Su Hongdou. I like the kind of knowledge you hold up. Guan Wen. Stinky little brother, don't you know that hitting someone requires more encouragement? Siqing. You know so much, just like the name of a chocolate, Sophie. Suyang. You're already young, why are you closing the door like you've changed people? The contrast is too big, isn't it? Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. 001, Jiang Nansun, is the contrast so big? Siqing. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Yanjing. Beijing Suburban Hotel. Suyang was about to rub his slightly painful head at the right arm, but there came a tingling sensation. Suyang looked towards the position of his arm. The image that catches the eye, makes Suyang feel a little hot and dry all over. Grasping and touching with the right hand, it was a woman with a fair back, the curved crescent line, seeing perfection, and that seems to be the back with a fragrance overflowing, without any excess flesh, compared to the width of the fragrant shoulder, slim to the point. Suyang stared at the woman's back without blinking. That left hand, it is also naturally placed on a woman's monthly routine. A woman hums lightly, Suyang, who had been single for 21 years in his previous life, I almost couldn't hold back. That's right, Suyang is a down-to-earth traveler, traveling into this new world, it's less than a day. Last night, when Suyang was filming movies and TV dramas, accidentally exposing the moon to the socket, causing a short circuit in the wiring inside the rental, the crackling flames, a white light appeared in front of Suyang, then he crossed into this world. For Suyang, his travels, different from the protagonists of other online articles, non-soul child. But wearing it. Simply put, it's Suyang from a previous life, Suyang, who shares the same name as this generation, there was a body exchange. The name is the same, however, there are stark differences in identity, personality, and age. Suyang from his past life, he is nothing more than one of the countless house gods. As free as a bird accompanying him, always the same old three. Happy water, monthly sex, and beautiful legs in the video. And the identity background of Suyang in this lifetime, he is a recent college graduate. Age, just turned 21. The only similarity is that, I'm afraid it's just gender. Since last night's journey, Suyang obtained the system gift package. By the way, let Suyang's identity, there has been a transformation, becoming the owner of a newly established cultural and tourism company. Well said, actually, if this company doesn't have a suitable cultural and tourism project yet, it is estimated that within 2 months, it automatically went bankrupt. Now on the books, active funds, it's just less than 1 million. As for the system after the crossing, after giving away the gift package, then the silent mode was activated again. But Suyang believes that, the emergence of later systems, it's just a matter of time. No system cheats, can that still be called time travel? Suyang looked at the woman beside him, there was an unprecedented brilliance on the face. The woman in front of him. It's not someone else, but rather the female protagonist in The Golden Age. Jiang Nansun. After traveling last night, Suyang met Jiang Nansun, who was also drunk by the same person, at the restaurant. At that time, Jiang Nansun was mistaken, shouting became damp. Some even borrowed a black signing pen from the boss with 2 arms, asked Jiang Nansun to sign for him. Just when Suyang saw that Jiang Nansun was somewhat trapped on Suyang's clothes, after writing down the 3 words Jiang Nansun, Suyang only found out now, what I encountered was not dampness, but it's Jiang Nansun from the film and television series, The Golden Age. Next, the two of them chatted more and more intimately, this wine, more and more. Finally, the communication between the two became deeper and deeper. Suyang looked at Jiang Nansun, who was still asleep in front of him, just as I was about to turn around and reminisce about the past, but seeing Jiang Nansun's eyes stare at oneself without blinking. Compared to the increasingly brilliant expression on Suyang's face, on Jiang Nansun's face, surprise and anger began to emerge. Ah! Jiang Nansun's penetrating voice, suddenly, it rang in Suyang's ear. You! How could you be with me? Jiang Nansun hurriedly pushed Suyang away, he pulled the blanket in front of him. The upper body is covered, that flawless jade fade. But like a warm white jade, appears at the corner. Jiang Nansun noticed Suyang's gaze, when I was about to pull my leg back. Good guy, Suyang doesn't even want to be a ruthless man for fishing. Has Jiang Nansun actually become a woman who turns her back and doesn't recognize anyone? I think last night was when we fell in love. Suyang shamelessly continued, truthfully speaking. Last night, while we were drinking, your hand touched me. And... Stop. Jiang Nansun heard Suyang describe in great detail everything that happened last night. The clouds and clouds on the face, along with the embarrassing memories, appeared simultaneously. Jiang Nansun blushed and said, liar. You said you're going to tell me a story. Suyang's gaze rested on Jiang Nansun's swan neck and said, I told you, a hard-working person, planting strawberries by the well. Jiang Nansun seemed to have remembered something. Take out your phone immediately, using the selfie function on the camera page, seeing on my neck, that red and purple mark rogue. Shameless. Big scammer. In Jiang Nansun's throat, a hoarse and exhausted sound was emitted. No, you didn't say that last night. Suyang has a more straightforward personality. Upon hearing Jiang Nansun's words, he immediately retorted. What did I say last night? Jiang Nansun covered his head with a blanket. She really can't accept it. I actually had such a thing with a stranger myself. You said last night. Brother. Bang bang. Good guy, Jiang Nansun in the blanket, upon hearing Suyang's voice, his face instantly turned red and he said, You. Stop talking. You're going to die. Until now, Suyang recalls Jiang Nansun, who had a particularly large contrast. The restlessness in my heart reappeared. Sister, I don't want to die. So what do you want to do? I just want to make it with my sister again and experience the contrast. Suyang's tone is very sincere, causing Jiang Nansun to fall into madness. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully activating the film and television system. Suyang. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 002, Sister Nansun, have you ever set up a circle? Siqing collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Good guy. This Tongzi has finally arrived. As long as the host activates any film or TV series, they will receive different wealth creation tasks. Do you still need to activate? Tongzi. How can we activate a film and television drama? Look at Fate. What? See Fate. Suyang stood still in place. I have heard that rewards are obtained through emotions and attendance, but it depends on fate. I'm a bit uncertain. What Suyang doesn't want the most now, it's Tongzi. Don't say 18,000 yuan again without waiting for Suyang to continue considering. The electronic sound coming from the mind, it made Suyang feel a bit nervous. Congratulations to the host for activating the film and television system for the first time. Reward the host's top-level physical fitness, including tongue like flower, golden indomitable, and skillful hand return chun skills. Suyang saw strange skills appearing on the system panel. I don't know if it's good or bad. These skills, not to mention anything else, no need to think, Suyang doesn't know, but judging from this name, it must be quite physically demanding. A soft and fluffy pillow. Throw towards Suyang's position. Suyang didn't even hide, just see that pillow, I fell far away from myself. I really didn't deceive you, you took the initiative first. Think about it. Suyang's words let Jiang Nansun, who was hiding under the blanket, gradually quiet down. Now for the scene where we met Suyang last night, there are still some memories. If something shouldn't have happened, did she really take the initiative last night? Based on the feeling Suyang gave Jiang Nansun last night, after a period of time, she and Suyang may end up together. But now, Jiang Nansun still couldn't accept it, such a fast speed. Meet on the same day, stay at the hotel on the same day, is this the speed that a normal couple should have? I'm sorry, I think we're making progress too quickly. Jiang Nansun lifted the white blanket, exposed a forehead soaked in some fragrant sweat. Then he used his hand to stroke the messy hair in front of him. So what do you think we should do? Jiang Nansun is already in a clear state, looking up at Suyang. A handsome appearance and handsome facial features. This appearance, it was also one of the reasons why she quickly fell last night. The conflicted Jiang Nansun, in the end, the response was, we're not suitable, so. So you're planning to put on your pants and not recognize anyone, right? Jiang Nansun shook his head slightly, I always feel that, this statement, it seems that something is wrong. Shouldn't it be what I said to Suyang? I don't have it. Jiang Nansun bit his lips lightly, slap hard on the bed surface. Suyang's words, she was even more afraid to look at him directly. Last night, why didn't you see it, he speaks so directly. What did you just say? It's not appropriate. Jiang Nansun's gaze, start looking around the room, searching for the clothes she took off last night. Jiang Nansun blushed with embarrassment and tugged at the corner, saying, I didn't mean that, I mean, the speed of our progress is a bit too fast. Jiang Nansun's words, it made Suyang somewhat elusive. What Jiang Nansun is saying now, it's exactly what we said last night, the meaning is opposite. Is the progress still fast? I don't know who it was last night, I still think he's slow. Don't worry, I will take responsibility. Upon hearing Suyang's serious tone, Jiang Nansun's eyes stayed on Suyang for a long time. Have you ever told other women about cheap promises? Suyang's words, Jiang Nansun did not take it seriously. How long has the two talents been in contact? Suyang said he was responsible. I haven't said it before, just like you, it's my first time. Jiang Nansun rolled his eyes, do you know it's the first time? Last night was like a cow. I don't know at all how to cherish fragrance and jade. Are you really only 21? Aren't you still in college? Just graduated from college. Seeing Suyang's serious attitude, Jiang Nansun's emotions eased a bit and he said, do you know how much age difference we have? 8 years old. Yeah, do you think it's possible between us? It is rare for Jiang Nansun to see such a naive college student. In the tone, I couldn't help but have some fun. Is it possible? Time will prove everything. Suyang now has a company in his hands, as long as you find the right project, winning the profit, don't mention raising Jiang Nansun, it's about raising Jiang Nansun's best friend Zhu Suasua, that's more than enough. Alright, silly little brother, stop making trouble. Our age difference is too great, there is no future. You just started working now, if you get along with me in the future, I won't be able to support you. Jiang Nansun's words fell, but I heard Suyang say, I have a company that can support you. Jiang Nansun said angrily upon hearing this, I thought you were a simple college student, but I didn't expect you to be full of lies. Suyang is only 21 years old now, and their own company, you're joking. Whoever loves to believe, who believes, anyway, Jiang Nansun doesn't believe it. Last night, catering and room expenses, it's all her fault, if Suyang had money, how could it be like this? My phone ran out of battery, so last night. Suyang took the initiative to explain what happened last night. In Jiang Nansun's view, Suyang is just continuing to fabricate lies. Alright, I'm leaving now. Jiang Nansun said, I have to go find my own clothes. Jiang Nansun looked around again, but it was discovered that, my clothes were scattered all over the ground. Last night. What exactly did I and Suyang go through? Help me take off my clothes. Jiang Nansun looked at Suyang and said. For Jiang Nansun's clothes, Suyang knows exactly what's going on. Jiang Nansun looked at Suyang, pick up the inside of the sofa, the original three-dimensional shape, at this point, it has been torn into pieces. Jiang Nansun saw this. How long has it been since you touched a woman, she said coquettishly regarding Suyang's current masterpiece, she may not be able to wear it anymore. Don't mention nay, even the black business dress, white shirt, black pantyhose, it can be said that, only the buttons, it's the most complete. Like you, the first time I touched. Jiang Nansun gave Suyang a displeased look and said, can you help your sister buy a piece of clothing? This time, it was actually Jiang Nansun who took the initiative to speak up. Sure. But I also have a request. Suyang sat by the bed and looked at Jiang Nansun, the fiery gaze, it's very obvious. No way. Absolutely not. I can't make a second mistake. Jiang Nansun shyly lowered his head and said, my gaze just stayed in the wrong spot. Jiang Nansun turned his head sideways once. Dare not look directly. I can't get out like this. It's too abrupt. Jiang Nansun raised her eyes slightly, looking at Suyang, he said, so. What should we do? Have you ever set a circle? Jiang Nansun rarely goes to night markets, she didn't know why Suyang asked such a question. It seems that. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's okay, I'll teach you. After Suyang finished speaking, I pressed the close button of the electric curtain. The light in the room, it's getting darker and darker. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 003, Sister Do, what I'm talking about is age 21, not. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. 2 hours later, Jiang Nansun's face was rosy, it's already around the neck. That gloomy gaze, just glanced at Suyang, I quickly retrieved it. Suyang now, in Jiang Nansun's eyes, it's like a different person. Do you know quite a lot? Sister, it seems like you haven't had enough hoops on you. Upon hearing Suyang's words, Jiang Nansun's starry eyes twitched slightly. Do you want to exhaust your sister? Said the cherry with a coquettish expression on her lips. Jiang Nansun almost doesn't even want to move now. I just want to close my eyes, make a good adjustment. Help me buy clothes quickly. Here. The money has been transferred to you. This time Jiang Nansun's tone, obviously, compared to 2 hours ago, it has eased a lot. Suyang's phone prompt sound appears, 2,000 yuan, it also shifted to Suyang's prestige. Do you know what kind of clothes to buy? You just mentioned sportswear, size S. What about Nei? 83, 60, 84. Hurry up and come back. Jiang Nansun glanced at the time on his phone, pushing and shoving Suyang on the bed. After more than 10 minutes, after washing up, Suyang, unplug your phone from the hotel's paid power bank. Before leaving, I didn't forget to have a crooked conversation with Jiang Nansun for a while. Watching Suyang's figure disappear at the door, Jiang Nansun couldn't help but let out a deep sigh, if only he were a little older. What are you talking about for the first time? So good. I don't know how many women I've dated yet. Humph. Recalling just now, Jiang Nansun's body also couldn't help but tremble. Not very old, there are quite a few who know. Suyang, who walked out of the hotel, took out his phone, check out nearby clothing stores. As for the sportswear mentioned by Jiang Nansun, Suyang has no such plans. If Jiang Nansun wears sportswear, that's not about making a beautiful jade, did you cover it up? I must arrange something suitable for my southern grandson. This is the only store. Suyang saw the nearest luxury goods store, at a distance of only 1.2 kilometers, pacing with relaxed steps immediately, walked towards luxury goods. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Suyang stood at the entrance of the store, looking around at the women's clothing in the store. Sir, are you going to buy clothes for your girlfriend? The salesperson looked at the handsome Suyang, asking tentatively. That's right. Seeing Suyang was very refreshing, the salesperson immediately raised his hand, guided Suyang towards the clothing area. Sir, I wonder what style of clothes your girlfriend likes to wear. The salesperson looked at Suyang with a smile on his face. This man is so handsome, I believe my girlfriend is also very beautiful. Having temperament. Suyang's gaze lingered on the nearby cabinet, the light purple floral dress caught Suyang's attention. Let's take this one. The salesperson followed Suyang's gaze. Suddenly, my eyes lit up and I said, Sir, this is the new model in our store. Do you want to take this one? As for the salesperson, led a woman next to her in a denim skirt, looking up slightly, looking at the floral dress on the wardrobe, a favorite smile also appeared at the corner of his mouth. Can you provide trial installation services here? Upon hearing Suyang's words, the salesperson paused slightly and said, Sir, what is your girlfriend's height and size? Trial installation is possible, as a salesperson, also, before the trial installation, ask the customer about their clothing size clearly. If it's not suitable to buy it back, are you still looking for them to change clothes? Height. That's all. Suyang measured Jiang Nansun's height with his hands. After looking at the position of hand gestures with the line of sight, the figure of a man wearing denim shorts walking around not far away, immediately caught Suyang's attention. The woman stood a few meters away from Suyang. Hold your hands in front of you. His gaze was scanning the clothes in the shop window. On that standard oval face, it gave Suyang a peaceful and gentle freshness. Lu Tianxian. Seeing this familiar face, Suyang was somewhat excited. As a senior otaku in Suyang's past life, I have also watched countless movies and TV shows. For the woman in front of me, as soon as possible, I could tell who it was. Lu Tianxian in Suyang's eyes, it seems to have noticed Suyang's very direct gaze, for eyes facing downwards, on that elegant face, for Suyang's temperament, it also showed a hint of surprise. This time, Suyang is not like last night, stupid enough to ask for a signed photo. But walked forward with a smile on his face, in a very gentle tone. Hello, my name is Suyang, said Su Hongdou. Ah. Hello. I'm Su Hongdou. So it's Su Hongdou from the movie, To Where the Wind Blows. Suyang was eyeing Su Hongdou in large quantities. The figure is very similar to that of Jiang Nansun. This also gave Suyang an idea in his heart. Watching Suyang daydream to himself, Su Hongdou's face showed a shy expression and he said, Hello, may I ask if you have anything to do? Su Hongdou has seen many men approach her, but someone who is so handsome and straightforward, Suyang should be the first. Hello, I want to buy clothes for my girlfriend. For some reason, she didn't show up. Can you please help me try on the outfit? Upon hearing Suyang's words, Su Hongdou stood still. I thought it was a conversation. Unexpectedly, she came to seek her help. Are you trying on this dress? Su Hongdou looked at Suyang pointing. She was hesitating just now and asked if she wanted to try on the clothes. Don't worry, I won't let you help me for nothing. Su Hongdou saw Suyang's serious expression. After covering your face lightly, are you usually so straightforward? He chuckled and said. Suyang scratched his head. She nodded awkwardly. I really don't know what kind of romantic luck I've had. I met Jiang Nansun yesterday, encountered Su Hongdou again today. Keep going at this pace, isn't it that my peach blossom luck is rampant? Red Bean sister, may I help you try it out? On Su Hongdou's originally smiling face, a hint of anger suddenly appeared. What do you call me? Can you help me try on the clothes? Su Hongdou clasped her hands in front of her, looking at Su Yang's face. Lu frowned slightly and said, the first sentence. Red Bean sister. How old are you? Just call me sister. Suyang. Suyang didn't expect it either. In terms of age, treaded on thunder. Suyang bluntly said, at the age of 21, shouldn't we call you sister? Su Hongdou's mouth slightly opened. She has seen a conversation before, but I've never seen anything so direct before. Even the nearby salesperson, seeing Suyang so directly, immediately began to doubt, this kid speaks so straightforwardly, can we find the object? Rogue. What love my age? If you don't know how to strike up a conversation, don't strike up a conversation. Su Hongdou was about to turn around and leave in anger, but Suyang heard him slowly say, Sister Hongdou, is it possible? I'm talking about the age of 21, not loving you. Upon hearing these words, Su Hongdou, that pair of slender long legs, as if injected with lead, I can't sell it anymore. P.S. The new book set sale, the first day data is very important, please everyone. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 004, Red Bean sister, can you help me try Black Hiss? You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this moment, Su Hongdou, awkwardly wishing to dig out a house in place. 21, love you. This Su Hongdou turned his head slightly, there was a smiley expression on his face. Cough cough cough. I'm sorry, Red Bean sister, can you help me try it on? This is my first time buying her a gift, so. Su Yang's words, let the embarrassment on Su Hongdou's face disappear, instead, it's a light smile. You didn't just get to know that girl, did you? It's less than a day. Su Hongdou looked at Su Yang in surprise, I've known each other for less than a day, are you just showing such positivity? You just got to know each other for a day and bought them such expensive clothes. Although it has been less than half a day since we met, but Su Yang did not take a detour. So for Jiang Nansun, naturally, it is also quite generous. Suyang didn't explain too much, but Su Hongdou asked curiously, are you single-minded? Sister, if the relationship between the two parties is not yet confirmed. Suyang handed the floral dress to Su Hongdou and said, thank you. Su Hongdou was slightly taken aback. After taking the clothes, with a pursed smile, he said, got it. Help me hold the clothes. Su Hongdou took the clothes in his hand, handed it to Suyang, turned around and walked towards the fitting room. Compared to Jiang Nansun, common ground, nature is an indescribable beauty. The kind that can be seen at a glance in the crowd. The only difference is that, Su Hongdou has a natural hump nose, cold yet elegant. Jiang Nansun is warm and generous. If we make a choice between two people, Suyang will not hesitate to choose all. After all, in the world of adults, there won't be so many multiple choice questions. Suyang is full of anticipation for this floral dress. The clothes just now, hanging on the wardrobe, you can see that the workmanship is exquisite, especially the wiring at the waistline position. A woman with a good figure should wear it, it can definitely enhance the overall temperament of the body, take another step up. In no time, Su Hongdou was wearing a light purple floral dress, appeared at the entrance of the fitting room. She, who was already somewhat gentle, wearing this elegant outfit, full of temperament, immediately highlight. Especially the long swan neck, it's absolutely amazing. Let Su Yang's eyes sparkle with something unusual. This visual experience, in my past life, I had to recharge to see it. Okay. Does it look good? Su Hongdou asked tentatively. It looks good. Upon hearing Suyang's direct praise, Su Hongdou frowned and said, do you always praise people like this? Wearing this garment on you is what makes it a garment. Suyang's words, it even made Su Hongdou's mouth emit a silver bell-like laughter. Do I look good in it, or does your girlfriend look good in it? Su Hongdou saw Suyang, who was handsome and quiet in front of him, unconsciously, I just want to tease him. They all look good. Upon hearing Suyang's simple response, Su Hongdou couldn't help but laugh and said, what if we choose a good-looking one? I choose all. Upon hearing this, Su Hongdou couldn't help it anymore. Standing in front of Suyang, her smile was like a flower. You're thinking really well. This garment is indeed good, but it's a bit expensive. Su Hongdou looked at herself in the mirror, if it weren't for the price of this garment, she took it long ago. Wearing beautiful clothes to travel, that's something that every beautiful woman likes. Alright, okay. Su Hongdou turned around and looked at Suyang. I didn't expect Suyang at this moment, staring intently at oneself, it made Su Hongdou feel a bit embarrassed. Thank you. Suyang, who had come to his senses, with a calm appearance, I feel a little overwhelmed in my heart, the figure of this red bean, it is indeed more impressive than what I saw in previous TV dramas. Alright, then I'll go and replace it. Suyang looked at Su Hongdou's back, disappearing in the corridor of the fitting room, get up and walk towards the cashier, saying, hello, let's pack the clothes that the lady just tried on. Okay sir, the price of this floral dress piece is 21,680 soft girls coins. How did you make the payment? Suyang smiled calmly and said, 2 pieces. Wrap one and give it to the beautiful woman just now. The salesperson just froze for a moment, the smile on my face, concealing an incredible expression. Try on some clothes, help the other party pay the bill. If I had known this good thing, she should have taken the initiative to help Suyang try on clothes just now. Suyang is not a fool either, if it were an ordinary woman, I just laughed it off, just a little more interesting, as for Su Hongdou, that's naturally to deepen our understanding. Money, this thing, spending money elsewhere is called spending money, flower on women, that's called experience. I didn't have any money before, that's why I'm only willing to agree, Suyang now has money, thought has naturally undergone changes. In his past life, even women dared not hold his hand, in this lifetime, it's even more important to be more carefree. Pull a few more. Sir, the total is 43,360 soft coins. Suyang brushed his card lightly on the surface, in fact, the meat is very painful. Mad, I've never been so good to myself in my past life. Ah. You want to give it to me. After Su Hongdou came out, I asked Suyang in surprise. Just take it as a thank you for helping me try on clothes. Su Hongdou thought, just now Suyang said he won't let her try for free, it's just a joke. Unexpectedly, are you serious? Look at the price tag on the clothes. Su Hongdou still put the clothes in Suyang's hand. It's too expensive, I can't accept it. Thank you. It's too late, I have already checked out. Upon hearing Suyang's words, Su Hongdou's hand hung awkwardly in the air. So. Can you help me choose a few more clothes for her? Upon hearing these words, Su Hongdou, nodding quietly. They gave themselves over 20,000 dresses as gifts. Do me a favor, isn't it natural? Can you help me try on this dress? Su Hongdou's eyes gradually widened, because in Suyang's hands, I'm not holding ordinary clothes, but the black resne and roe-colored pantyhose. P.S. The new book set sale, please all adoptive fathers. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 005, Su Hongdou's sister. Is this 2 plus 1? Dot. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Su Hongdou slowly lifted his head, looking at Suyang's serious expression, stuck in place. If I try on other clothes, it's okay to say so. The key is, how does she try on this kind of clothes? It's not just because Suyang bought her a piece of clothing worth over 20,000 yuan, can we just give him this to wear? Your clothes. I don't want them anymore. You'd better try finding someone else. Su Hongdou said decisively. She hasn't even talked about her boyfriend now. If my sister Su Hongmi finds out, that would make me laugh off my big teeth. Suyang saw this, seeing Su Hongdou's expression. I also feel that my request is a bit excessive. The conversation changed and said. What size do you usually wear? Su Hongdou's apricot eyes rolled slightly. Is it possible that what you just said is a bit related to my privacy? Suyang gave a pale glance in frustration. Sorry, don't misunderstand. What I mean is, can you help me choose a set of inner ones according to your size? Su Hongdou's pretty face turned slightly red. Only then did I realize that I had misunderstood Suyang again. Are you sure you want to give this dress to a woman you've just met for less than a day? Su Hongdou was puzzled and asked Suyang. Sending clothes is understandable, women will love beautiful clothes, this is an indisputable fact. Do you send underwear? Or is it lesbians? Do you also have row-colored pantyhose? Are you not afraid of being pouted on the spot? I accidentally tore off her clothes and planned to buy her a new one. The disbelief in Su Hongdou's eyes, it's becoming increasingly apparent. Tear. Suyang's words, even made Su Hongdou instinctively take a few steps back. She found that, the man in front of me, the feeling it gives, it's quite honest, but the amount of information in this discourse, it's a bit brain-burning. I just accidentally tore it off. I bought a set by hand. At that time, Suyang did not expect that, Su Hongdou's clothes, the quality is so poor. It was purely unintentional. Upon hearing Suyang's explanation, Su Hongdou's hanging heart, I just put it down. I thought. Su Hongdou tried to conceal her embarrassment, starting from brand new packaging bags, selected a set for Suyang. It's the same size as her usual. Actually, if you don't have experience, you can ask others and see how they chase girls. A pair vortex appeared on Su Hongdou's face. In her opinion, the man in front of me, handsome is handsome, this way of chasing girls is a bit fresh and unconventional. Can I ask you in the future? The expression on Su Hongdou's face immediately froze. The key is that she doesn't have experience either. Sorry, I haven't been in a relationship yet. Upon hearing this, Suyang's eyes lit up. He casually said, that would be even better. What? Su Hongdou looked at Suyang in confusion. If you haven't been in love before, then it's okay. It's okay. I'm joking with you. Thank you for today's incident. Just as Su Hongdou's gaze lingered on Suyang, when some doubts arise, but then I saw him walking straight towards the door. Su Hongdou looked at Suyang's back, shouting loudly, I added you on WeChat and transferred the money to you. I didn't help you much either. Okay. Suyang took out his phone directly from his pocket, the prestige QR code that comes into view, just like being prepared in advance. What? Su Hongdou didn't expect that, Suyang would be so straightforward, and the tone when I was about to give it to her earlier, completely different. How can I transfer it to you? Su Hongdou said calmly. I think we should add friends first. Su Hongdou responded softly. Lu Mei furrowed slightly and added Suyang's friend. I transferred the money to you. Upon hearing Su Hongdou's words, Suyang waved his hand and said, Is it possible? I just want to add you as a friend. Su Hongdou saw Suyang looking very carefree. A pear vortex appeared at the corner of the mouth. You're so poor. Su Hongdou looked at Suyang and couldn't help but say. I hope we can meet again next time. Suyang shook his phone. I left very gracefully. As for Su Hongdou, Suyang still has confidence that he can meet again. He has all the contact information in his hands. Can you still be afraid that Su Hongdou might run away? Hello, Mr. Lin. I am Su Hongmi, Vice President of Blue Culture and Tourism. I couldn't get through to you on the phone last night. I won't disturb you now, will I? Su Yanggang walked into the hotel. The phone rang. On the phone, a very capable voice came through. Su Hongmi. Can't be Su Hongdou's sister, can she? Suyang's brain began to move rapidly. In my mind, soon, Su Hongmi's carefree appearance appeared. It's just a pity, according to the development of film and television dramas, Su Hongmi is divorced with children. Su Hongmi's appearance, although not as ethereal as Su Hongdou, but with that rustling energy on his body, but it was something that Su Hongdou had never had before. In To Where the Wind Blows, Su Hongmi is the owner of an investment company, unexpectedly, in the world of film and television, encountered by Suyang. He also became the vice president of Blue Culture and Tourism. Thinking of these two sisters, in Suyang's mind, suddenly feeling this cold and hot personality, standing together, it will definitely be particularly interesting. The visual experience of 2+1, in Suyang's mind, at the beginning, it appears and disappears. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 006, Jiang Nansun playing contrast. Who can withstand this? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Mr. Su, when will you come to the company? Ulan Culture and Tourism is waiting for you to come to the company for guidance. Su Hongmi's tone was very respectful. I'm afraid that one sentence offended Suyang, the new boss. Now, Blue Culture and Tourism urgently needs to develop a promising project, to drive the company's business. The people of the entire Blue Culture and Tourism, looking forward to the arrival of the new boss, can transform the company. First, send me a copy of the company's upcoming investment projects. Suyang is also clear about it. If we don't set a direction for Blue Culture and Tourism now, the future development is still unknown. Now Suyang has a system, it is entirely possible to rely on Tongzi, realize a turnaround against the wind. Yes. Mr. Su. Suyang's decision, it reignited hope in Su Hongmi's heart. If Blue Culture and Tourism can no longer do it, then she can only switch careers with her classmates and make investments. Suyang easily walked into the room where Jiang Nansun was located. Su Hongmi's side was bustling with activity. Did you come back? Jiang Nansun looked at Suyang, who appeared in front of him, immediately covered himself with the blanket. Give it a try. Suyang will wear clothes from the inside out, placed beside Jiang Nansun. You. Turn around first. I've seen it before, I've seen it out. Pooh, pooh, pooh. Hurry up and turn around. After seeing Suyang turn around, Jiang Nansun took out the clothes brought by Suyang from the packaging bag. Jiang Nansun pinched the black Leslie underwear. I looked at Suyang incredulously and said, You. How did you buy me this kind of clothes? Sexy. I'm so embarrassed, I haven't worn it yet. Jiang Nansun directly took the shameful inner one, throw it aside. Looking at Suyang in a huff. If you don't wear it, then you'll have to leave it empty. You. Jiang Nansun doesn't want to go to the company for an interview. That feeling, just thinking about it makes me feel a bit strange. When Jiang Nansun is dressed in his underwear, after taking out the floral dress from the packaging bag, the Chanel letters printed on it, let her be taken aback. Why? Why did you buy me such expensive clothes? Jiang Nansun murmured softly. Let Suyang, who is carrying his back, immediately turn around and face her. It's okay not to turn around. After turning around, Suyang, then he was attracted by the black inner layer on Jiang Nansun's body. Black shoulder straps, with Jiang Nansun's fair skin, a sharp contrast has been formed. Especially at the skin's fitting area, it's so natural. Try it on. Suyang's faint voice. Jiang Nansun raised his head very alertly, for eyes facing downwards, that white blanket, it has become a shelter for Jiang Nansun again. Turn around. Jiang Nansun only then realized that, her transfer to Suyang, so far, Suyang has not received it. This clothes, is it really Suyang who bought it for her at his own expense? Jiang Nansun's family background is quite good, but such a luxury brand, it's not just about buying. On the price tag, that number of over 20,000, it also made Jiang Nansun's face look very surprised as he looked at Suyang. Where did you get the money from? Jiang Nansun put on a light purple floral dress, curiously asked Suyang. For a newly graduated college student to have such purchasing power, Jiang Nansun is somewhat puzzled. I didn't tell you before, I have a company. Although there is still a slight gap in performance now, there is still some money available. Suyang's words, Jiang Nansun couldn't help but look at Suyang in front of him again. Listening to Suyang's tone, it seems like there is really a company. Can I turn around now? Suyang slowly turned around. Jiang Nansun in front of me, that light purple outfit, it looks particularly dusty. In Suyang's eyes, Suyang couldn't help but feel a hint of peace in his heart. You bought it, how could it fit so well? Jiang Nansun looked down at the skirt, for wearing this dress on her, the beautiful waistline and the design with fragrant shoulders exposed, it feels like it's tailor-made for Jiang Nansun. Hello. Jiang Nansun saw Suyang's gaze, always staring at her, a hint of nervousness flashed in my eyes. I'm talking to you. Jiang Nansun bit his mouth lightly, those apricot eyes lifted slightly. In Suyang's eyes, it's really too provocative. The fact proves that my vision is still good. Suyang proudly said. Jiang Nansun saw this, between his teeth, he uttered two words. Fool. Seeing Suyang's direct gaze, Jiang Nansun's mouth opened slightly and asked Suyang, are you saying people are good looking or clothes? Suyang didn't expect that, the question asked by Jiang Nansun and Hongdou, surprisingly, it's consistent. Suyang slowly walked up to Jiang Nansun, pinching Jiang Nansun's natural chin, he said, people and clothes look good really. Jiang Nansun doesn't know when he started. Suddenly, I became concerned about Suyang's viewpoint. Of course, my southern grandson doesn't look good. Who looks good? Suyang looked at Jiang Nansun in front of him and said. Don't buy me such expensive clothes in the future, okay? Your company's performance is currently sluggish, you should save some money. That pair of beautiful eyes penetrated into Suyang's arms. It's very thoughtful to say. It's okay, don't worry. Everything will be okay. Suyang firmly said, as long as it relies on system skills, find projects that can be invested in, I want to turn over, isn't that a matter of minutes? Upon hearing these words, Jiang Nansun, I nodded very seriously. That pair of jade-like feet, carrying Suyang's leg. Suyang's gaze paused for a moment, I didn't notice it before, Jiang Nansun's jade feet, how could it be so durable? Does it look good? Jiang Nansun noticed Suyang's gaze, and even more so, it showcases the beautiful appearance, it was placed in front of Suyang. This is really a good thing. Ayang, what's wrong? Do you want to eat my Jiojio? Jiang Nansun pursed his lips, after half-jokingly speaking, but I saw that Suyang's expression was somewhat frozen. Good guy, does Nansun play with contrast? Who can withstand this? Ayang, I'm joking with you. Ayang you be. In no time, the temperature inside the room, starting to gradually rise. P.S. Thank you to the big shots for giving us the flowers. On the first day, flowers will reach 300, and 10 more will be presented. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 007, female characters in movies and TV dramas are paired up. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Until the afternoon sunshine, like a golden thread falling into the French window of the hotel, in that warm and harmonious painting, two figures swayed slightly. I need to go back. Jiang Nansun pouted his cherry lips, looking at Suyang with some reluctance. So anxious. Jiang Nansun shook his head at the words and said, I will have an interview later. You haven't had a job yet. Suyang had heard Jiang Nansun say before, there is something urgent to do today. Unexpectedly, she was going for an interview. I just returned from abroad. Jiang Nansun let out a long sigh, in the tone, regarding the future, it is also full of hope. According to Suyang's understanding of the Golden Age, Jiang Nansun is likely to work at Jingyan Group in the later stage. What company is being interviewed for this time? A relatively small design company, just returned, let's have an interview first. Jiang Nansun said calmly. Since she returned from abroad, many companies, big and small, have interviewed, either you can't go to something you like, either it's something you don't like but succeed in the interview. This phenomenon has to some extent caused Jiang Nansun, I have lost some confidence. Are you considering working at my company? Now Suyang has just become the owner of Blue Culture and Tourism, insert Jiang Nansun into it, it's not a difficult task for him. What does your company do? Jiang Nansun casually asked, because she is not sure if what Suyang said is true or false now. Cultural tourism. Jiang Nansun heard about this unfamiliar field, subconsciously shaking his head, she is only good at architectural design now, other industries, I don't want to consider it for now. Seeing Jiang Nansun's somewhat reluctant expression, Suyang suggested, why don't I take you out for a couple of days to relax? You have just returned to China, and the working environment in China is very different from that abroad. Jiang Nansun asked curiously, where are you going? Dali. Why do you want to go to Dali? My hometown is in Yunnan province, so it's a perfect time to visit the scenery. Suyang is not just talking nonsense to Jiang Nansun, after crossing, he has now integrated into the world of film and television, originally, the memory of Suyang, coincidentally, in the movie and TV series, Going to a Windy Place, the people in Yunmiao village. However, now at the Lao Su family, he's the only one left, if it weren't for later on in school, with the help of Uncle Xie and others, I went out of Yunmiao village to study and pursue higher education. Suyang now, I estimate I still live in Yunmiao village. But I still want to find a job first, and I don't have the heart to travel. Jiang Nansun has a relatively pragmatic personality, nowadays, I can't even find a job, she really doesn't have the mindset to travel. However, but she became curious about Suyang who came out of Yun province. What are the scenery in your hometown? Jiang Nansun lying on the bed, curiously holding his cheeks in both hands, he asked. My hometown is in a small village by the Arai Lake. Every day's time is quiet and warm. The pace is very slow, very suitable for traveling. Upon hearing Suyang's description, Jiang Nansun's face showed a look of longing. Living in the city for a long time, rural life, but it made Jiang Nansun yearn for it. In a few days, I'll take you to my hometown to relax. If you live well, we'll live in a small mountain village in the future, where no one will disturb us. Upon hearing these words, Jiang Nansun, some quiet and warm scenes began to appear in my mind. In no time, Jiang Nansun looked at Suyang very seriously and said, do you still want to spend a lifetime with your sister? Let's see how you perform. Jiang Nansun's eyes widened wide, I thought Suyang would say some vows and promises to her, as a result, someone said, see her performance. Humph. At first glance, you're not serious. Jiang Nansun turned over and turned his back to Suyang, the little face also turned red and vibrant. If you perform well, I'll give you more pocket money. If you don't perform well, I'll give you less. Jiang Nansun heard Suyang's faint words, the angry little expression on his face, immediately stretched out. Do you still want to take care of your sister? That's what made you fat and chubby. Pooh, 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 I don't want to gain weight. Jiang Nansun's smile, in Suyang's eyes, that's called a bashi eye. I'm going back. Jiang Nansun stood at the entrance of the hotel, in Suyang's gaze, there are many reluctance. I'll see you off. Suyang is also dressed now, get up and leave with Jiang Nansun. Still. No need. I'm going for an interview. Do you think we'll meet again later? Jiang Nansun asked Suyang hesitantly. I was thinking about how to say goodbye to Suyang before, stay away from the boy next door who has a big age difference, now it's really time to part ways. Jiang Nansun's mood suddenly became lost. She didn't expect either, she will have a crush on Suyang, who has only known her for one night, born such a strong emotion. Fool, don't we have contact information? If you want to meet, I can pick you up anytime. Seeing the serious expression on Suyang's face, before Jiang Nansun left, I didn't forget to peck at Suyang's face. I'll go see you off. Suyang admits that he is not a ruthless person in fishing, he has become Jiang Nansun's boyfriend, accompanying my girlfriend to an interview, that is also human nature. Ayang, please rest well. My best friend will accompany me and call you after I finish the interview. Best friend. Suyang is clear about it, Jiang Nansun's best friend, only one, that's Zhu Suolok. Good guy, female characters in current film and television dramas, are they all appearing in pairs? Isn't that really giving Suyang a chance? Have you had a good experience with Sister Meihua? Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 008, this new boss really can save Azure. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding host, please enter the system as soon as possible to receive the plot progress reward for the film and television drama, Time of Flowing Gold. Hear the prompt sound in the system. Suyang only then remembered, he only had to chat with Jiang Nansun, but I forgot to claim the gift package from the system. Seeing that Jiang Nansun's figure was no longer at the end of the corridor, Suyang urged his thoughts, entered the system. It turns out that as long as one is exposed to the plot related to movies and TV dramas, the plot task will be automatically activated. As long as you are in the plot, interacting with the characters in the play, you can receive task rewards and random rewards. Claim rewards. Reward Intermediate Enterprise Risk Assessment Technology. Reward 1 Luxury Off-Road Vehicle Bentley. Host can choose their own parking location. Technical interpretation. The host can use this technology to evaluate any company, project, in the world of film and television. According to the system's explanation, as long as Suyang wants to evaluate which company, with some basic information, then the enterprise can be evaluated. What investment knowledge does this require learning? Isn't it good to enjoy the pleasure of turning stones into gold? However, this kind of technology, it's not that you can check if you want, based on current intermediate risk assessment techniques, before querying, relevant enterprise information must be prepared in order to proceed. With current technology, for Suyang, it's already quite sufficient. Mr. Su, we have sent the current investment project information to your mobile phone. Suyang came out of the system space. I received a call from Su Hongmi. Mr. Su, this is our recent project information. Look at us. Suyang clicked on the file on his phone, more than 10 recent cultural and tourism projects, appearing in Suyang's eyes. Suyang's gaze swept over these projects. Obviously, the reason why I can't win, it's because the fame of blue culture and tourism is really too small. Based on the current business situation, which companies are there, willing to cooperate with blue culture and tourism? Suyang didn't speak on this side, Su Hongmi also dared not respond. Scan for projects with the greatest potential. Suyang is in the system space, start using risk assessment techniques for the first time. He also wants to take a look, is this technology as good as the system description? Scanning. Please wait. Ding. Scanning successful. The project with the greatest potential is the Yunmiao Village Cultural and Tourism Industry Project in Dali, Yunnan Province. Congratulations to the host for coming into contact with the cultural and tourism industry in Yunmiao Village and unexpectedly activating the film and television drama, starting from where the wind blows. Oh. Suyang is interested in activating the film and television drama, starting from where the wind blows. It's somewhat unexpected. Does the host accept the Yunmiao Village mission? Kind reminder. Yunmiao Village will be the only opportunity for the host to save the blue culture and tourism. The only chance. What else are you thinking? Suyang chose to accept it directly. Congratulations to the host for successfully accepting the mission to Yunmiao Village Junior Task. Improve the reputation of Yunmiao Village. Upon hearing the system's response, a pleased expression appeared on Su Yang's face. With Tongzi present, my heart is steadfast. Su Yang's eyebrows and eyes have just relaxed, I heard Su Hongmi say. Mr. Su, we have been shelving this project for a long time. The tourism industry in Yunmiao Village is currently in a downturn. If we continue to increase investment in this project, our company may not be able to sustain it for a month. Book tickets. After Su Yang finished speaking, he hung up the phone directly. Su Hongmi couldn't help but furrow her willow eyebrows. It seems that, this new boss, there is no way to save the blue culture and tourism. Pick the worst project. Su Hongmi saw that Su Yang had already made up his mind. Su Hongmi, who was just about to go to Yunmiao Village with Su Yang, but I heard Su Yang say, the company still needs you to take control. Let me handle the matter of going to Yunmiao Village. Yes. Mr. Su. Don't worry, Yunmiao Village will be the springboard for our Azure cultural tourism. Upon hearing Su Yang's words, let Su Hongmi have a hopeful expression. It dissipated a lot. As my own boss, can it really save Azure culture and tourism? Yunmiao Village, for Su Yang, who has already fused memories, very familiar. I didn't expect to have such a close relationship with Uncle Xie in this life. Uncle Xie from Su Yang's mouth, they are villagers of Yunmiao Village. Su Yang, who has been alone since childhood. When I was young, I received care from many villagers in Yunmiao Village, and Uncle Xie, who knows how to carve wood, it is one of them. Later, Su Yang performed excellently at school, not to mention scholarships. I often go to work-study programs on weekdays. So much so that, in these 4 years, I have never gone back yet. There's no way, if Su Yang, who is alone, doesn't find ways to make money, then there will be no living expenses. Although the person did not return, but since leaving Yunmiao Village, the connection between Uncle Xie and Su Yang, it hasn't been interrupted either. It's usually okay. I will call Su Yang, listen to him talk about the world outside Yunmiao Village. Ayang, are you coming back? Uncle Xie's tone was somewhat incredulous. He thought Su Yang had left Yunmiao Village. I will never come back again. It should be these 2 days. Although this Su Yang is not that Su Yang, but thinking of Uncle Xie's memory, Su Yang responded politely. Great. When you come back, tell me that I'll have the champion drive to pick you up. By the way, I also want to instruct your aunt to make you a big table of delicious dishes. Upon hearing Uncle Xie's enthusiasm, Su Yang is somewhat restrained. In a past life, I have been living in a rental house for several months. Very few people ask. The sudden emergence of worldly wisdom, he can't handle it anymore. Uncle, it's okay, don't bother, I'll drive back then. Okay, okay. Then you must tell me in advance when you come back. I'll go home now and tell your aunt. Originally, Su Yang was thinking of going back quietly. As Uncle Xie said, it's probably not much time. All the people in Yunmiao Village, everyone knows the news that he is going back. Suyang thought of this. I went out directly to make purchases. I finally made a trip back, can't we just have empty hands, right? P.S. Attached Su Hongmi Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 009, is there any alternative to this flower-shaped radish? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Door. My return to my home country will be delayed, and there is still work to be done here. Why don't you go first and find me when I return to my home country on the other side? News from my best friend Jiang Nansun, Su Hongdou, who was originally looking forward to traveling, immediately became very frustrated. The two of them were originally scheduled, let's see if time can come together, good to fulfill the promise made during college graduation. Now it seems that, it's in soup again. Ding-ling-ling, the phone sound appears. Su Hongdou saw that it was his sister, the displeasure on the face. This is only a slight easing. Red beans, do you still want to go to Yunnan province? Our company is about to book a plane ticket for you. Can we book it for you? Su Hongdou. Sister, it's okay. Red bean, your tone is a bit off. Did someone provoke you? Su Hongmi on the phone, quickly discovered today's Su Hongdou, it's a bit different from usual. No, it's okay, sister. Hurry up and get busy. Don't worry about me. If someone bullies you, give me a call. Got it, sister. After hanging up the phone, Su Hongdou sat on the sofa. I secretly initiated a daze. The current life, it's better to go to college. As long as you have money in your pocket, go wherever you want. What's like now, there are so many things bound up. Thinking of this, Su Hongdou's inner freedom, occupying the majority, for a while, Su Hongdou didn't know if she should go to Dali to relax. A few days later, Yanjing Airport. Suyang was dragging a medium-sized suitcase, entered the security priority passage at the airport. These days, Suyang and Jiang Nansun can be said to be becoming increasingly sweet. If it weren't for Jiang Nansun's first day at that small company today, I came to the airport long ago to see Suyang off. Jiang Nansun's figure had just disappeared from his mind. A few days ago, the figure of Su Hongdou wearing denim shorts, it seamlessly connects, in the film and television series, to Where the Wind Blows, the place where Su Hongdou went. It is the windy courtyard in Yunmiao village. This also made Suyang start to speculate in his heart. I don't know if this time he will meet Su Hongdou again. The world of film and television dramas, the system has already said, what matters is fate. Destiny will naturally bring us together, no chance, that can't be forced either. Suyang is wearing sunglasses, he is very handsome, standing in the crowd, that's called a conspicuous one. People passing by, looking at him from time to time, stayed for several seconds. Hello. Please reach out for security check. Suyang is currently undergoing security checks. I suddenly noticed that there was a security checkpoint nearby. A pair of eyes were fixed on him. When Suyang turns around to undergo security checks, coincidentally facing those surprised gazes. Su Hongdou. Suyang really didn't expect that. Will you meet Su Hongdou again here? This fate came so quickly. I haven't seen you for a few days. Suyang saw that Su Hongdou was much haggard. At this moment, Su Hongdou's mouth was slightly open, looking at Suyang in surprise. Suyang took off his sunglasses. After revealing Deshuibi's face, the surprise on Su Hongdou's face became even more apparent. I didn't expect to meet again. Passing through the security checkpoint, Suyang stood in front of Su Hongdou and said. Today's Su Hongdou, wearing, it's still the light purple floral dress from a few days ago. Unique temperament, it also made Suyang understand, why do people say that beautiful women are pleasing to the eye? These red beans not only nourish the eyes, but also refresh the mind. Yeah. Where are you going this time? Dolly, what about you? Su Hongdou heard Suyang's words, suddenly stunned in place. You're actually going to Dali too? Su Hongdou asked Suyang incredulously. Su Hongdou's words fell, the two showed each other their boarding passes. In no time, he burst out laughing unanimously. This world, it's really too small. This can make both of them meet. Su Hongdou looked up at Suyang in front of him and said, "Did your girlfriend catch up?" "Guess what?" Su Hongdou chuckled and showed a bright smile, saying, "It's strange to be able to catch up with you that way. Others are giving flowers and cosmetics, Suyang is doing well, direct delivery to the inner one, it's still lesbians. Who can bear this? The person in front, please do not linger and board the plane as soon as possible." The two people who haven't talked enough yet. Suddenly, I heard the urging voice of the staff. They walked towards each other's cabin doors with reluctance. Before parting, Suyang didn't forget to take a look at Su Hongdou's seat number. So coincidentally, it all happened to be him. Su Hongdou sat in the cabin seat, recalling the meeting scene just now. A faint and elegant smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. After takeoff, start flying in a steady state, I saw a delicate-looking flight attendant, slowly approaching Su Hongdou. He said, "Hello. Miss Su Hongdou, someone has arranged an upgrade service for you." Ah. Su Hongdou has taken so many flights, this is the first time I have encountered such a situation. Who is it? Su Hongdou asked the flight attendant in surprise. Su Hongdou didn't expect that. This good thing, can she still meet her? From Yanjing to Yunnan province, it takes several hours of flight. The feeling of sitting in first class and economy class is completely different. Is it difficult? Is it Suyang? It's Mr. Suyang. Mr. Su asked me to convey to you that I'm afraid you might get lost after getting off the plane. Upon hearing the flight attendant's words, Su Hongdou covered his face and smiled. When I was a child, I still got lost. I don't know how to do it. Miss Su, look. The flight attendant squatted in front of Su Hongdou, waiting for her reply. Could you please tell Suyang that I won't go over for now? Thank him for his kindness on my behalf. The last time Suyang gave Su Hongdou clothes, it made her feel uneasy in her heart. I always feel like I owe Suyang a favor. Now Suyang has also provided her with an upgrade service. If she goes, I will owe Suyang more. Su Hongdou doesn't want to owe Suyang so many favors. What Su Hongdou didn't expect was that, the flight attendant did not turn around and leave immediately, but instead, he directly asked the woman next to him locally, "Excuse me, miss. Do you want a free upgrade?" Su Hongdou. Female passenger. Passengers on the side, looking at the flight attendant in a daze, who has nothing to do, exchange first class for economy class. You're not joking with me, are you? The expectation in the eyes of the female passenger is very obvious. This good thing, I'm afraid it's every person who has flown economy class before, everyone wants to meet. I won't refuse either. No, please come with me. Su Hongdou looked at the pretty woman beside him, twisting his waist and walking towards the first-class cabin. I couldn't help but flip my phoenix eyes. It seems that I misread him. I thought Suyang was still a pure-hearted person before. In order to buy clothes for the target audience, ask her to help give it a try, give Su Hongdou the impression, not really bad, just didn't expect that. This time I didn't agree. Is there any alternative to this stinky Suyang? What a fickle carrot. P.S. For readers who are even more handsome than the protagonist, please give the author a chance to watch 10 times. There are still 200 flowers left. Kneel down and beg. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 010, will the coquettish Su Hongdou also have a reaction? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hello, Mr. Su, the person who changed seats has been found for you. After Suyang heard the flight attendant's words, turning his head with a smile to look at the flight attendant, my gaze was slightly frozen. Isn't it Su Hongdou? The woman in front of me is wearing gray yoga pants, tight fabric, take off that slender long strip, wrap tightly. The clothes on the upper body look more inclined, this figure, it's absolutely amazing. Mr. Lin, Plan A was not successful, Plan B was executed. The flight attendant smiled and said to Suyang. I'm going to upgrade Su Hongdou this time, it was Su Yang's arrangement. As for Plan A mentioned by the flight attendant, it was a successful invitation to Su Hongdou. And Plan B, it is the seat next to Suyang in Su Hongdou, change seats. Sir, did you upgrade the cabin for me? The woman who changed seats saw the handsome Suyang, smiling, he walked over. Trembling also appeared in front of me with my footsteps. The person sitting in first class, generally speaking, personal conditions are relatively favorable. Suyang's free upgrade, I couldn't help but make the woman in front of me think too much. Just, what she didn't expect was that, the handsome man in front of him, who has never been masked, just took a glance at her, he stood up and said, sit here. The woman was slightly taken aback, watching Suyang walk towards the rear of the cabin, the scenes that she was looking forward to in her heart were the same as Suyang's, gradually moving away. Since Suyang has already traveled to the world of film and television, with so many talented women, of course, we also have to pick and choose. Just now, this woman looked very outstanding, but compared to Su Hongdou, it's still a long way off. If it were someone else, we will choose Su Hongdou without hesitation, Suyang is naturally the same. Suyang stood in front of Su Hongdou, seeing the angry expression on Su Hongdou's face, intentionally saying, hello, excuse me. Su Hongdou, who didn't speak, I just sidestepped my leg, Suyang sat next to Su Hongdou. At this moment, Su Hongdou, I'm picking my fingers, she lowered her head, let Suyang next to you, I can feel that Su Hongdou's aura is still quite strong. Suyang coughed lightly and said, who made Miss Hongdou angry? That's a very relaxed tone, on Su Hongdou's originally cold face, suddenly, a glimmer of joy appeared, when the corner of the mouth just rises, but quickly retracted it. Su Hongdou suppressed a strange mood, without looking askance, he said, didn't you find someone to accompany you? Why are you still looking for me? Upon hearing Su Hongdou's words, Suyang deliberately said, I kindly invited Miss Hongdou to fly first class, but I didn't expect to be rejected. I'm not lazy to go, and you're not missing me alone. Looking at Su Hongdou's enraged expression, Suyang's laughter, it has also become much more obvious than just now. What are you laughing at? What I said is true. Su Hongdou gave Suyang a cold, angry look, her actions, coincidentally, it was also the direction that caught her eye, transferred to Suyang's face. Shy Su Hongdou, flipped over the phoenix eye, I quickly lowered my head again. I'm laughing, some sister is jealous. Suyang's words, as if poking through Su Hongdou's inner secret, make Su Hongdou's body immediately tense up. A burning sensation appeared on the face. I'm not jealous. I'm not very familiar with you, why should I be jealous of you? Su Hongdou looked up at Suyang. That proud and delicate little appearance, almost made Suyang want to pinch her face. You're not jealous, are you? So why are you unhappy? Suyang looked at Su Hongdou and asked, for his question, Su Hongdou now cannot find any reason to respond. After all, the previous emotions, inexplicably, it emerged. I'm happy or not. As the words fell, the plane was affected by the airflow, shaked for a moment. Startled Su Hongdou, he reflexively grabbed Suyang's arm. Ladies and gentlemen. There will be some slight turbulence when encountering airflow in front of the plane, and the restroom has been closed. We apologize for any inconvenience caused in the airplane broadcast. Su Hongdou suddenly regained his senses, hurry up and take your hands, I drew it back. The faint cloud and mist on Su Hongdou's face, the colors have also deepened a lot now. Suyang smiled calmly and said, are you so timid? When did I lose my courage? After the brief contact with Suyang, Su Hongdou is much more natural than before, upon hearing Suyang say this, strong Su Hongdou, I wouldn't admit it. Seeing the atmosphere ease, Suyang asked, how long will you be staying in Yun province this time? 3 months. The homestay over there can be rented for at least 3 months. 3 months. Suyang didn't expect Su Hongdou to stay in Yun province for so long. Are you planning to live here? How long are you staying? Suyang shrugged and said, I'll stay as long as you stay. Shua Su Hongdou, who has never been teased like this before, the rosy color on his face, it immediately became much more apparent. You. No wonder you can't catch up with your girlfriend. I'm not living with you. Su Hongdou pinched Suyang's arm hard. She wouldn't live with this fickle carrot. Seeing Su Hongdou's coquettish expression, Suyang couldn't help but start speculating on the side, will Su Hongdou also have a contrast? Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.